playing again next to Jedrick Wills, so left tackle. And Bitonio talked today about Wills and what he expects to see from Jedrick Wills heading into his third year.
Yeah, I mean, he's all the ability, and I know he tried to dedicate himself. He worked with a couple of different guys this offseason to just keep, pushing himself and working. And Coach Callahan always has something up his sleeve what he studied and tried to put in, help us out. And he has, the best edge rusher in the league to go against in training camp. So he'll be able to test some of that stuff out. But no, I think he's ready to take that leap. And, it's an exciting time, first-round pick, third year. It's a big step. Linemen, take a long time. Offensive and defensive linemen usually take a couple years to get set, and I think that third year is a year where you can see a big jump.
Did you get frustrated last year, whether it was not playing how you wanted to, but also fighting through that injury that you had for all year?
Yeah, there was definitely some frustration. I think, probably more so to the injury, and then you can't perform to your level, especially at a athletic position where you're moving around and stuff like ankles and all that type of fun stuff is not fun when you got to play like that. So there was definitely some frustration there.
And Quincy, we've talked about it. It's a big year for Jedrick Wills. If he plays the way they think they're capable, the way the 10th overall pick of the draft should play, that offensive line is pretty darn good.
He's been good the last 2 years, too. Like, he hasn't been a disaster. I feel like people talk about him like he's been a disaster. But he's been pretty good his last 2 years. You're just waiting for him to take that step, right? He's been a good left tackle. You want him to stay a little bit healthier. I think he's done a lot the last couple of years because of his first year. He was good in pass protection. He was in run blocking, right? Like, he was bad in run blocking. He's closed that gap to where he's equally as good in both. And now you're just looking at him to see, hey, are you going to be a really good left tackle like a Jonah Williams for your career? Or are you going to take that step into superstardom, relative superstardom for a left tackle, but elite level offensive line play where you're up there with like the Pro Bowlers, the Trent Williams, everything like that. That's what we're looking to see with Jedrick. But the game, I hear people talking like he's on the cusp of not being good or not being a starting level left tackle. The Browns haven't found a replacement. The floor with Jedrick Wills is like pretty good, and then the ceiling is what we're really waiting on. But I don't know. People have been all up and down on him.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it was because try moving around and pushing 300-pound guys on one leg. That's basically what he was doing every Sunday afternoon.